we're going to release the Epstein Files. Yeah, we're going to release the Epstein Files. We're going to do it. We're going to do it. And then because he believed, I believe, this is my opinion, but I'm never wrong. I believe that he was such good friends with Jeffrey Epstein, and they were very good friends. Epstein found him his whore wife, and she was an escort, and they hooked her up, and it was all arranged, whatever. But they were very, very good friends. That Trump firmly believed he would never record me. We were such good friends. We were buddies. He would never take me down. He didn't mention me to anybody. We were like this. So he firmly believed that he would not exist in the Epstein Files. And then he comes into power. He gets a look at the Epstein Files, or let's face it, he doesn't really read all that well. He had somebody else look at it, and they were like, sir, your name is in here like a lot. And so then he was like, we're not releasing the Epstein Files, like the big 180. And then all of his, he'd already hyped up his like MAGA base. Like, yeah, let's go for these because
talk about red meat for the MAGA base, because you have Clinton implicated, Bill Gates, the list goes on. And a lot of people are going to go down when
and they should.
Yeah,
they should.
There's no disagreement 100%. From me on that either.
100%.
So the whole Epstein file thing is like the center of the target for MAGA.
Yeah.
And so, for example, deep state, check. All the rich and famous people are having sex with underage girls at this pedophile's island, his plane, his home. Deep state. They're all bankers. They're Prince of England. It's all one big cabal. And then the QAnon thing was always resting at the core with pedophilia was its engine of outrage.
Yeah, the pizza place.
QAnon was all about the pedophiles and the cannibals drinking the blood and all that kind of shit, right? So this idea that rich and powerful people are screwing children, literally, is at the heart of the deep state cabal. And the Epstein Files fit that motif perfectly. So Trump, who's the maestro of messaging, say about him what you will, the dude, talk about bloviation. This guy could bloviate endlessly. He knows his audience and he knows how to let it out.
Yeah.
The Epstein Files is perfect. That's like dynamite for him. So of course he would go for it. Of course. Yeah. To your point, though, I don't think he was relying on his friendship with Epstein. I think he was relying on the fact that they would never be released. And the reason they would never be released is he's not the only one implicated. He knew that he would be implicated. It's implicating everybody on both sides of the political aisle and a lot of people with immense power and influence. And he felt the corrupt mofo that he is. A thief is always suspicious about being ripped off. He knew that the engines of corruption would be too strong to ever release whatever's in there because too many people are going to go down.
Yeah.
And that's what he was banking on. That's what I think he was banking on.
I think we're both right.
Yeah. And then surprise, guess what? Like my rant on TikTok, guess what? Donald Trump is now the deep state. He's the fucking president.
Yeah.
He's the one who's in control of everything, right? Yeah. Because you guys wanted him to be. So how is it possible to sustain this level of hypocrisy? Like release the Epstein Files and all of a sudden I'm the guy who controls the Department of Justice and I'm saying don't release them. The fuck out of here with that stuff. So even MAGA is kind of like, unless you're a complete MAGA zombie, talk about Joe Biden being a zombie. It's like everything Donald Trump says and does is okay by me.
Yeah.
And if he changes on a dime, that's okay because he's this genius 5-dimensional chess player, always ahead of everybody. Just you wait and see. He's always right.